At his age.
Check this out.
What is going on?
Flag for taunting.
Oh, here we go.
I don't know what that is. Flag for taunting.
Go for it, my man.
Well, how do you beat that?
That intro can't get any better.
No, that's gonna be off. But
what was the ref supposed to do? What was he supposed to
everyone's standing over him watching him, and he's, they're like, well, we have to throw this flag. Yeah, I don't know, man. But anyways, what is going on, everybody? Welcome into a Jets victory edition of the Jets post-game show. I'm your host, Liam, being joined as always by New York Jets Dan 16. Some people are very happy about this win, some people not so much. Dan, how are you feeling about this?
I am I don't know. I'm so numb at this point. I want to say I'm happy, but I'm not, because the Jets are constantly in this purgatory where when they need to win in September, in October, they don't. They get slaughtered, or they get to a certain point where it's neck and neck, then they lose. And then now there's no reason to win, but they decide to win. There's an epiphany. And then there's this stigma, Liam, that they say, this is culture changing. Culture changing. I don't know about that culture changing nonsense, because the next year you're going to have a new employees. They have no idea what happened over here. No idea. Let me tell you, the culture change begins with a quarterback. And now, there's no way we're going to get the number 1 overall pick. That's fine. That's okay. I came to peace with it. I'm okay. As long as we end up top 8. If we're in the top 8, there is that possibility to trade up to the number 1 overall draft pick, with the caveat that the Tennessee Titans own that pick. If they own that pick, because all of the other teams behind that, below that, yeah, I get it. The Giants right now, they're number 2 overall. That is definitely going to change. But with that being said, the Jets have the ammo to move up and get the quarterback that they want. And I'm cool with that. If it means that we have to give up, let's say, this 6th overall pick and one of next year's first rounders, because we have 3 of them, choose your pick. Tennessee, choose it. And then we have to give up a 2nd rounder this year. It's going to be a big boatload in order to move up. But as long as you get your quarterback, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm all right. Now, you're going to have a lot of fans tonight, especially the ones backstage, that might say, this is stupid. We should have won. And I get it. You're right. Because what I just said of trading assets, that's why I was in camp tank. All tank. Like, I don't want to utilize my assets. But that's why Muji put us in this position. Last point. The last point is, what if the Jets are not enamored with these quarterbacks? Ty Simpson, Fernando Mendoza, the kid from Oregon. What if the Jets package something for, let me see here before I start getting interrupted, but I already hear it already, the interruptions. The guy's not even the guy's not even backstage yet, but Joe Burrow. What if the Jets have a package deal to the Bengals, and I have the deal here set. The Jets give up 2 first-rounders, this year's 2 first-rounders, this year's top 6, and then whatever the Colts is to the Bengals. Now the Bengals have 3 first-round draft picks. They could utilize those 3 to move up with Tennessee and select the quarterback of their choice. Now the Bengals are happy. The New York Jets are happy. Well, Burrow coming here to the New York Jets, he's going to have something that he didn't have in Cincinnati, and that's an offensive line. So the options are there for the Jets. Yes, it sucks that we won. I don't like it, but it's not the end of the world. I do like, and I'm going to let the floor is going to be yours. I do like the fact that the team has not given up on Aaron Glenn. That I am impressed with. As much as a hater that I am this year with Aaron Glenn, I'm going to give that man props. The team will not bow down and say, you know what? It's the end of the season. They're fighting their tail off. Good for them.
Is this true? This comment? First time the Jets beat the Falcons at home since you had long hair?
Since I had hair up here.
Yeah.
The last time the Jets won against the Falcons was in Atlanta. Monday night, Geno Smith. Geno Smith, pre-middle finger.
Yeah, the middle finger himself. Yep. The bird. Geno the bird. Just reeling it back into this game. I'm happy that they won. There's a million different ways, a million different avenues you can go to get your quarterback. And we've explored all of them. From the 2nd overall pick with Zach Wilson, that busted. Third overall pick, Sam Darnold, and then, trading in the draft to get Mark Sanchez, and, trading for Aaron Rodgers and free agency. We've explored every avenue that there is. And usually, if this was like still Saleh's team, I'd be like kind of pro tank, but it's like, what do you expect? Like, you just think they're going to go out there and lose? What is going on here?
Right. Exactly.
What is this all about?
Hey,
but
Diego
their point,
Armando Maradona.
Yes, there we go. But this is a first year of a new regime, a team that was beyond stuck in the mud to begin the season, complete disaster. And we all wanted Aaron Glenn canned. We were all pro giving him the rest of the year, but a lot of us wanted him canned, saying he cannot come back next year.
Right.
Yeah, we've all been guilty of it. He's come with plenty of flaws. But slowly but surely, you're starting to see this team get better. Cuts of the weight, guys like Sauce Gardner, guys like and Will.
Uh-oh.
It was necessary. You moved on from those big contracts. We're getting younger. We got a little bit of help at wide receiver. We can't play today, which was big for us.
Right.
Can you hear me?
I can, but I think the video quality, you have to go to 720. Right? I can hear you, but you're lagging. You got to go to 720. Okay. Don't go to 1080.
All right, let me get
1080
there.
needs
I'll continue
the
with my
best
point
quality.
As I'm saying.
720 is Jets level. 1080 is Buffalo Bills level. So we're not there yet. We're not there yet. And there's Vinny. Vinny is right here. There he is. Vinny,
give me a second here. I'm gonna let me just reload.
Reload, baby. Reload. That's we're gonna bring Luca. Luca, what's going on, man?
What's going on, everybody? Hope all is well. I know it's been a few weeks since I've been on here, but
yeah, what's up?
Dan, I kind of share the same emotions as you. Listen, I'll say this. First of all, let me say, I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving and a good holiday. Yes. Black Friday as well. I do understand the fans are happy because you're seeing young players play well. Special teams has been really good and all of that sort of thing. But also, you have to factor in a few things. Number one, Tyrod's not going to be here next year.
Mhm.
There's about 30 Jets have like 20, 30 different free agents. And I know Liam said, you're not going to expect the team to lose. And I completely understand that. But it's also not looking at this season or the Jets team in a 12-month vacuum, right? Because next year, the Jets are out of the top 6 as of right now. The only quarterbacks I trust are Mendoza and Dante Moore. Now, they have a big stage coming up, which is the college football playoffs this weekend. Fernando Mendoza plays Ohio State. If he stinks, people will be like, well, maybe don't take him or this, that, and the third. Dante Moore, he's going to be in the college football playoffs. I don't trust Ty Simpson whatsoever. But the only 2 quarterbacks that I think are worth picking a damn is either Mendoza or Moore. But the problem is, let's just say the Jets pass up on a quarterback, you're risking a lame duck regime picking a quarterback in 27. I'd argue that 2027 is a better year to trade up for a quarterback because I think there's better options. And I'm not saying, don't trade up for a quarterback in 26, but it's a risky strategy, absolutely. Like, you got to see if obviously see if there's a buyer, like the Tennessee Titans you mentioned, Dan. So, like 27, you're going to have Mateer, you're going to have Nussmeier, you're going to have possibly Arch Manning. So there's going to be more quarterbacks in 27, but it's also a risky strategy, as I said, because you could possibly be having a lame duck regime pick that quarterback. And my issue is on passing on a quarterback next year is that you have to win next year if you're not picking a quarterback because, Justin Fields, he's probably not going to be the starter next year, nor should he be, based on his recent comments and just his play.
Mhm.
Tyrod Taylor's not going to be here next year. You have $90 million in cap space. You have a whole bunch of draft picks. Why not try to make the playoffs next year if you're not going to draft a quarterback? That's my solution. But I understand both sides, but I think fans also I can't just see this whole Jets future in just a 12-month vacuum. You have to look beyond and say, you know what? We won today. That's great. Players improving, but what opportunities did we lose? That's the point.
Yeah, but Luca, this is the thing, right?
I
think
am
Liam,
back.
you are back, Liam, and I think Liam, that was what you were
I was
trying to
just
say
excited.
before,
Hello, Luca.
Hello, Liam.
Yes.
right? That
Hello, Luca.
yes. Uh-oh, there's a lag.
Hello there, Liam.
How are you, pal?
I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully your Thanksgiving was good.
It was awesome, man. I hope yours was the same. So I'm kind of noticing a pattern here. I got some rain. I think because like down by the water, the connection here is not great when there's storms. I think that has a lot to do with it.
Stormy. Not
Very,
good.
yeah, very stormy.
Stormy.
Not Trump style, but
No. Oh no.
with
Oh,
a
no.
Y at the end, not an I.
Yes.
But
No,
yeah,
but you heard
that
what
kind of
Luca was
stormy.
saying, right? Like, Liam, to your point, right? You were saying something along the lines of, look, they're professionals. They can't go out there and lose. That's not what they do. These are paid
Right.
professionals. They have to do what they have to do. And the Jets will play at a high level against teams that they play to their certain eye to eyes, man. Like, Atlanta Falcons, the Cleveland Browns, the Cincinnati Bengals. All these teams, we're the same. It's the same thing. Like next week against the Dolphins, same thing. It's like the Jets against the Jets. There's a high probability that the Jets are going to win. And then we play against the Saints. Guess what, folks? The Jets are probably going to win that one. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Yeah. It sucks. But, Mooj, this is why if you have a solid GM, he has to look forward and say, how can I balance this shit out? If we continue to lose, my job might be at risk. They might give me just a 1 year kind of extension for next year. If I don't produce, the locker room, Aaron Glenn, what are you doing there? You need some sort of environment that's welcoming. You need to start winning. Now, I have all these draft picks. If Mendoza is there at 1, I don't care about assets anymore, Luca. I don't care. We have it. If you got what it takes and you're convinced.
Well, he will be there at 1, to be fair.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like it, but only if the Titans are there. If the Saints are there at 1, they are not
Right.
passing him up. They're
Yeah.
not. If the Raiders are there at 1,
Right. I
not
agree with
passing
that.
him up. Not at all. That how the Titans are playing, they are very bad. But with that being said, who are they playing next week? I think it's like some scrub team that they're playing. And again, they might win. And that's where things get a little dicey at that point. That's why I want the Giants to keep losing and the Titans to keep losing. If those two teams, 1 and 2, at least you have some play there. If not, then you have to look outside. You got to see how you can trade for a big namer if they're available, if you can entice that franchise and the player. And the name to watch is Joe Burrow.
You know what the thing is, Dan, also as
Now, with
well.
that being said,
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt, Liam.
go ahead, Luca. Go ahead, Luca.
Oh, I was going to say the Giants don't have any draft picks this year, so I think the Jets would be a very enticing partner. That's all I wanted to say.
That's a good point. And with that also being said, I mean, the way that the Raiders are playing, like they are abysmal. Like they're getting to, but there's ways that we can figure this out. And Joe Burrow might be looking. Does he have a no trade clause?
He does. But he can waive that. That's the
He
thing.
does, right? I thought he did.
No, Vinny.
Right.
We got to
So,
stop with
if-
this. We got to stop with this. This whole oh no, they're not gonna. If we give them, let's be honest. If the Giants give us 4 first-rounders to move up to the number 1 overall pick, you think the Jets aren't going to do that? They have to build around Dart. Come on, man. Come on. We have to put that away.
Yeah, but Joe Burrow might be looking at this thing saying, you know what, maybe it's not so bad over there. Consistent offensive line play. We're the only team in the NFL to still have all of our starting offensive line from week 1.
Right.
Only team in the NFL. So, and like I said, this is a first year with a new regime. They haven't given up on Glenn yet. There's a lot to be excited about with this, I don't know if Nick Folk will be back next year, but I hope so.
Right.
There's a lot to be excited about. And you trust this coaching staff to be honest.
We put a man on the moon and we can't hear Liam. How is this possible? Liam. Listen, I'm going to bring on Luke. I'm going to put you backstage for a second. We're going to go one by one here. Armand. There we go. Nice background noise going there over there. There's like Vietnam going back there. Nice. I don't know what the hell is going on, but what's going on there?
My internet is the Falcons.
So Dan, I know I up Burrow, but can I bring up a name that possibly could be available?
Yeah.
Outside of Burrow.
Sure.
Very talented quarterback. He got hurt today. He's having a procedure done on his non-throwing hand tomorrow. Justin Herbert.
Oh my God!
I get he was a reason why Harbaugh went there, but he is still not a Harbaugh guy, and Harbaugh has I could see him. Maybe he looks at the Jets draft picks, and he could get his own guy.
If that is the possibility, count me in. Count me in. I think that's the route that Glenn wants to go. I have to be honest. I think Glenn is a very, yes, he's all about the environment, like the atmosphere and the culture and grooming, but not at the quarterback position. Name me one franchise that he was in where they groomed a quarterback. None. Right. With the Jets, Vinny. When he was with the Saints, it was Drew Brees. When he was in Detroit, it was Goff. It wasn't grooming. That's it. And again, we don't know.
They're getting multiple first-round picks, Vinny, and they could trade up. He's not a Harbaugh guy. I know it enticed Harbaugh to go there, but they haven't done anything with him. They upgraded the head coaching position for Herbert because that was a disaster there. And what have they done since Harbaugh and Herbert tandemed?
You know what's so funny about this? If the Jets were to
It's a
lose out,
hypothetical question. That's all it is.
I like it.
the funniest thing about this is that if they were to like lose out, Vinny would be like, "Oh, this coaching staff sucks. Get them out of here." Now, like they're starting to win games. This is terrible. What makes this guy happy? Nothing. Genuinely nothing.
Listen,
Vinny, I don't know what to tell you, dude.
I am not trading to get Harbaugh. Only Super Bowl contending teams that need an upgraded head coach should trade for a head coach.
Fire Glenn.
We are not a Super Bowl contending team.
Right. Fire Glenn because the team is, when everybody counted them down and out, they managed to still play hard for him and, managed to get some wins for him throughout the season. But yeah, fire that guy.
Listen, I'm not happy that they won, but it's November. We don't know how many quarterbacks that are going to be first round projected are going to be in this year's class.
Right.
We don't know. And I know, we're talking about the teams ahead of the Jets right now in Tankathon. We don't know what the Giants are going to do. Shane could be fired, and there's a new GM and new head coach, and regimes like to have their own guys. Does that mean they're going to trade Dart? No. But they could say, let's bring in our own guy to compete with Winston and Dart.
Right.
It's a possibility. When you bring Luca back on, Dan, my question is to Luca. I hope he's watching. Maybe he could ask his brother this. What is Dart a Shane guy? I know Dable. Is he more of a Dable guy? Maybe Shane didn't want him, but Shane was convinced they needed a quarterback. Or was Shane on board with it? Because maybe if Shane wasn't on board with it, maybe he wants to draft another quarterback, and it's Dart, Shane and the new head coach's quarterback, and Winston on that roster next year. I'm not excluding the Giants because they have Dart and Winston.
I don't. Do you think that they're really willing to throw it a first round pick at that? I mean, they need a lot of help, dude.
Yes.
They need a lot more than just a quarterback.
They might, but like I said, we don't know how many first round quarterbacks are going to be in the draft. We don't know. There's rumors of them staying back in college.
Right.
We don't know how many they're going to be. Right now, the only team I rule out for the quarterback is the Titans at first overall because they took Cam Ward.
No, I'm not saying that. I mean, it wouldn't be the craziest thing, but they need help at running back. They need help at wide receiver. They need a tight end. To me, it would just be foolish, especially if you have a veteran backup on the team. If you want to take a third or fourth round quarterback, sure, go right ahead. Something that we did with Jordan Travis or something like that. I could see that being a possibility, but I really think that Jackson Dart is their franchise guy.
Okay.
I would love the Jets to take a chance on Drew Allar. I really would. In the second round, whatever the case is, at least one of our own. And see how it is. At least come out with this draft class with a quarterback. If the first rounder you can't trade up and get your guy, that's a failure on Muji, number one. But with that being said, get 2 impact players, and then in the second round, one of your 2 second rounders, you have to get at least a guy that you can groom and you could at least say, all right, we tried. To me, the biggest guy there is Drew Allar. I know he's coming from, off an injury. I want to show you guys this here. Very important. This here. This is Dan Campbell's first season. Arma, I'm going to put you backstage for a second. So this is very important.
Oh, Dan, I can hear you clearly now.
Yes, exactly. Not a lot of static. So this is Dan Campbell's first season with the Detroit Lions. The fans there were just like us, the exact same thing, and they had Matt Stafford.
Yep.
Imagine that. Imagine us having Matt Stafford and starting off 0-7. They started off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at this. They tied they didn't get a win until
They were
week
0-11,
13.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look at these losses. It
Yeah.
was so random. Getting blown out, then a close game. Then there was a tie. There was a bye week.
They've been
All
through the
this
ringer
stuff.
just like us. They found every possible way to lose games because that's what bad teams do.
And then the Vikings. They were happy. The thing is that I remember the most of this season was that the team would not give up. Like then they win against the Vikings. Then the following week they get destroyed by the Broncos, 38-10. Following week, they win against the Cardinals. Again, Cardinals, crap team. All right. Then they lose the next two. Then they played against Aaron Rodgers and they won. So they finished the season 3-13-1. Now, the culture argument. How are we comparing Aaron Glenn to Dan Campbell? Right. And let's go back. Imagine that. Imagine a Detroit Lion fan saying, hey, you know what? This guy ended up 3-13-1. But remember that coach over there with the Buccaneers, 95? Oh, yeah, Tony Dungy. Remember how he started? He started 0-5. Oh, why are you comparing Dan Campbell to Tony Dungy? Because we're not comparing the actual polished coach. What I'm comparing is what occurred within that small frame. That small frame, the players did not give up. That's the whole point of having a head coach as well, is having your players engaged constantly to win the game. Now, we're going to have players that come, players that go. We're going to have a brand new team next year. We have our core guys. We got rid of Sauce Gardner. Quinnen Williams is off the books, finally. We have cap space. Now, that opens a litany of options at quarterback. Yes, we're not going to get the first overall pick by inheritance. We can't. We have to trade assets. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay, unless we have an opportunity to get someone like Joe Burrow. Now, Afram, who we're going to bring up momentarily, he had placed in the comments, why would the Bengals, I know I'm prefacing it, why would the Bengals do that if there's no clear-cut draft pick? We don't know what's going on behind the scenes. If they feel that if they can garner 3 first-rounders, the Jets, 3, if that's what it takes to get Joe Burrow here, and Joe Burrow says, I'm going to waive my no trade clause, that's okay, and we make this happen, I'm all good for it. Are you good by yeah.
Before you bring him on, there's 2 names I want to throw out there that not a lot of people are talking about. Afram's boy, Tyson, has been bringing up Jalen Hurts a lot, saying that he's hearing that he's, not too far from the Philly area, and he's been hearing a lot of chatter about them possibly moving on from Jalen Hurts. I think it is a pipe dream, but if there is a realistic, if there is some smoke to that fire, would you consider it? And then there's one other name that nobody's talking about. I don't know how realistic this is. Probably not. But the more they lose, the more I think about it. It was rumored a couple of years ago before he got paid. Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts?
I'm all for it. Again, give me a starter. Give me a starting quarterback. That's where the culture begins to change at One Jets Drive. When you have a coach with a plan, which evidently Aaron Glenn has. The team is fighting. They are. Okay, this is no BS here. Whether you like the guy or you don't, I was very anti-Glenn this season. But when I see the game and I'm going against the team, guys, me, a big Jet fan, look at all this paraphernalia. I'm going against them because I'm like, dude, I'm like, yo, yeah. I want the number 1 overall pick because I don't want to trade assets. I look at the overall. But when I'm like, yo, they don't give up. They do not give up. And I like that. I like that they're not giving up. And I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm the same way, man, because like I said, we keep saying it. I feel like kind of like a broken record. First year of a new regime, Glenn is not going anywhere.
Mhm.
Whether you like him or you don't, we're stuck with him for at least another year. And it's a positive that these guys are fighting for him.
Right.
You know?
You know another coach that is really under the radar, Chris Banjo.
Yes, that's
Freaking
special teams.
team head coach. Wow. I'm blown away how this special teams section of our like this whole team. It's like, wow, man, they don't give up. They have
They don't give
everything.
up.
And
Yep.
now you have a new quarterback next year, and it's all about field position. Give it to me. Give me
Yeah.
that.
Stiggers is a gunner, and then Williams with the 83-yard return today. It's like, yeah, like there's a lot of hidden points in special teams. And we are maximizing that value.
Man, I'm good with it. We're gonna go with Afram for a little bit, and then we're gonna
There
go
he
to
is.
Vinny.
Hello, Afram.
What's up?
How
Hello,
was your
Jim.
Thanksgiving?
It was good. Hectic, but it was good.
Did you go Black Friday shopping? Did you stomp
No,
somebody out over a TV? No?
No.
Okay.
I still got your footprint on my back.
No, I don't do that.
I tried to go get new internet connection, but somebody stole it from me.
Amazon is my helper. Actually, it's my wife's helper, but
Nice.
yeah.
So, what are your thoughts, man? What today?
They won. They played hard. That's
They did play hard.
play for the court. They play for their coach. They play to win. Can't control that unless you sit guys completely. But
Do you remember last week during the press conference when Aaron Glenn repeated the play, you play to win the game quote, but he screwed it up?
He did.
He did. I don't remember exactly what he said, but like he did kind of butcher the quote a little bit. His message still got across, but
So we're 2-0.
he needs wins too.
yeah,
And let's look at the overall picture here. These guys need to learn how to win.
Mhm.
Okay, they can't accept losing all the time. They got to learn what it is to win. And whether we get the pick or not, we also got to see what's out there.
Right.
Like I said in the comment, Saturday's a big game for Mendoza because if he
Mhm.
doesn't show up against a real good team, his stock's going to drop.
Yeah.
I could tell you that. It's and the Burrow thing, Armand hit it right on the nose. They trade the coach. They'll get rid of the coach before they get rid of their franchise quarterback. How many franchise quarterbacks are there?
right.
Let's be realistic. How many? It doesn't matter what's behind the scenes. You'll be stupid to get rid of your franchise quarterback.
Not
true.
necessarily.
Yes.
Not necessarily. Wait, let me be devil's advocate here now. Hold on.
Yeah.
You're paying him your franchise quarterback. You're paying him top dollar.
Yeah.
Where's he playing today? He's injured. He
played last game. He beat what you call it. He beat
but he's constantly injured.
He got injured.
There's a problem.
He's got two wide receivers. They came back and they won and they beat the Lions, right? It was the Lions they beat. They're not going to get rid of him. Come on.
But,
would you get rid of him?
Would I?
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
If you were the Jets, would you get rid of him?
If I was the Jets,
Joe Burrow,
realistic.
Joe Burrow beat Baltimore.
Okay.
So hold on one second. That's the thing where we have to really look at this, not just skewed and say, nope, there's no way that the Cincinnati Bengals, they're giving him top dollar because he deserves it. But he does not play on Sundays. The guy is constantly hurt. So
and
now
whose fault is that?
One second. Wait. Hold on. But you have to let me finish my point. Hold on.
Okay. Sorry.
The problem is if I'm paying an employee and he's using more sick days than he's allotted, I don't care how good he is. At one point or another, I have to say, you know what? Listen, you have to try your best here, but I get it. Injuries happen. But with that being said, there's another company that called me. They're willing to inherit your contract, and they're going to give me assets. It's a business. This isn't the be-all, end-all. Now, if as the Cincinnati Bengals, if they have 4 first-round picks, 4 first-rounders, their own and 3 from ours, and the Titans are there at first overall, they call Tennessee, they call and they draft Mendoza. Then they say, okay, you know what? We'll take our chances with this guy. Hopefully this guy doesn't get all burned out and whatever. They may get a brand new head coach next year too. So that's why I can't just end it and say, that's it, it's over. The floor is yours.
Let's go back to your scenario. What if the guy is, as a business work for you, he's really your best asset, but the people that report to him suck, right? Shouldn't his boss have hired better players, better guys to work with him to enhance and make sure that this guy who's doing a great job, you could do even better job? You blame the GM for not putting an offensive line up for him, okay? And you're going to have that same problem using all those assets to get a quarterback, and he doesn't have no offensive line, so you're going to kill the next quarterback.
Yep.
You can't blame the quarterback who gets in there and performs, but when he doesn't have without an offensive line, eventually he's going to get hit. We worry about it when we with Tyrod Taylor, right? You know,
yes.
Every quarterback gets hit,
but if he
you
doesn't
just got to keep it down.
But if he doesn't have the money to get offensive linemen because he's paying 2 top wide receivers, now his hands are tied as well.
Well, maybe he should have just paid for one.
I really want to reach out to
whose
some
fault
Bengals
is
fans.
that? Is that Burrow's fault or is the GM's fault? Maybe the GM should be fired.
I want to reach out to some Bengals fans and kind of get their, how they're feeling. Do you feel like I wonder if they're kind of getting to the point of what have you done for me lately with Joe Burrow? You don't know. But
he took the team. He beat. Didn't he go to the Super Bowl? He got into the Super Bowl, right?
2021, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
he's still with a weak offensive line.
Right. No, I'm not disagreeing. I think you're absolutely right.
But so did Goff. Goff brought the Rams to the Super Bowl.
Every quarterback
and then they moved on from him.
Talked about what was the thing? We have to build an offensive line for them. And did we? Not until now. We didn't give Darnold that. We didn't give Wilson that. Listen, it's
we're giving that to Tyrod.
It's a Tyrod. Basically, we finally put together one. We just don't have the quarterback.
Armand, come on, man. I get it. You're moving the goalpost. Yes, they lost to the Rams. Burrow. Then I brought up Goff. Goff was carried to the Super Bowl. Come on, man.
We would kill to get into the Super Bowl. We would totally have a winning season.
Without a doubt.
Not even the playoffs, a winning season. If we went 10-7 and got knocked out whatever week 17, we'd be like, all right, well, it's progress.
Afra, I'm going to put you backstage for a second.
Put me backstage. Thank you, sir.
It was great seeing you, Afram.
Vinny, what's up? Oh my God, you sleep in the car now these days.
He's angry.
Gentlemen, it took a 40-year-old quarterback and a 41-year-old kicker to put this W on the field today. 2 guys who more likely than not are not going to be on this roster next year. What in God's name are we doing? Are you guys not just tired? If we end up taking a quarterback in this draft, are you not tired of settling for the 2nd or the 3rd or the 4th best guy ranked in the country? This is a disaster, this team. You need the absolute best prospect in the nation to resurrect this woebegone franchise.
And how many times do we see it? Trevor Lawrence was supposed to be generational. He's not. Sam Darnold was supposed to be the next best thing. It took him 20 years to figure it out.
Sam Darnold, first off, he's on his 5th team for a reason. He's good, and I like Sam. Don't get me wrong. We did him dirty, but let's be real here. He's never going to win a Super Bowl. I don't care how much money Seattle gave him. He's good. He's not great. There's only 5 to 7 quarterbacks in the NFL right now that could legitimately win a Super Bowl. And don't give me this bullshit, that we got to go out and trade for Justin Burrow. I'm tired of taking other teams' garbage. If they're willing to unload them, Joe Burrow, excuse me. I'm getting heated here. It's just we've done this QB free agent route, whether it's Rodgers, Favre, Neil O'Donnell. I could go on and on and on. It's not going to work out. I want my guy. I want our own guy. And we haven't been able to do that since Pennington. I don't want to even hear about Sanchez because Sanchez was not a good quarterback for us. Pennington was a good quarterback. And how long ago was that?
It almost worked with Vinny, though.
But Vinny
right?
wasn't our guy, Dan.
No, it wasn't our guy. I didn't care if it wasn't our guy. He almost brought us to Super Bowl. I couldn't care less.
Do we care? Do we care that Curtis Martin wasn't our guy?
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Liam, what I'm trying to say is just like I want us to just draft and develop our own guy, and I don't even feel we have the right head coach to do it. So just tell me, what exactly are you trying to accomplish next year? You have 3 QB needy teams in front of you: the Raiders, the Browns, the Saints. The Titans are in the conference. Why would they want to help us? The Giants, I firmly believe, are not going to want to help the other team in the building. What are you supposed to? I don't want to reach for a quarterback in the second round. I don't.
But wait a minute. Hold on a second. You're saying if the Titans will not help out a team in their own conference? What?
Why not?
No, hold on. If I give you a bag of gold, and it doesn't matter if we're enemies, whatever the case is, and you know the value of that bag, all differences are on the side. But you're taking it in exchange for those goods.
But Dan, you do realize the Jets aren't the only team in the league with multiple first-round picks. You got to deal with the Rams, which if they win the Super Bowl, they're going to be looking for another quarterback. You got to deal with Cleveland.
We don't know that.
Who I don't think Shador is the answer there. You know what I mean? It's not just us.
But we have more assets. That's the thing. We have way more draft capital.
But that's my concern. We have so many holes on this team. You need that capital to repair this roster. There are so many holes just on the defense alone. It looks like Swiss cheese.
So Vinny, let me ask you this though. So I know you're not pro Glenn. You want him fired. But if they were to go out there and lose every game, then like you'd want him fired. But like you can't ignore the fact that this team is playing hard for him, starting to get some wins wherever they could find them. They're not a good team this year. I understand that, but like we're stuck with him, whether you like it or not. He's coming back next year. Doesn't it feel like doesn't it feel like we're heading in the right direction when you're getting wins? Teams are playing, guys are playing hard. Special teams is becoming a value. You go out, you trade, you get Mechie, you get AD Mitchell, you start getting these guys. You're starting to see some signs of life here. I get we need the
see. I gave the credit to those moves to the GM. I have yet to flag him. Yeah, he's not a perfect GM. I'm not ready to jump on him yet. But guys, for a guy that prides himself as this defensive mastermind, have we gotten an interception yet?
No, we have not gotten an interception. We got a fumble.
That's got to be historically bad. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, I'm telling you now, and I'm on record, I saved the playback of if they bring in here a guy like a Kyler Murray or a Kirk Cousins, I'm done. That's going to be it. I'm going to be, because it's more crappy Jets football next year. It'll be year 16 without the playoffs, and then we're still on this hamster wheel, and it goes on and on and on. And I want to know what coach or quarterback from the free agent pool, forget the draft, who wants to come to the AFC East, and you got to deal with Drake May and Josh Allen, and don't tell me that the Jets are better than the Dolphins right now, because they're not.
Yeah, I don't buy that whole argument with who wants to come here. They're like, money talks. That's the thing. If you pay people, they will come here. They will not be like, no, I ain't going there because of, Drake May. I'm not going there. No, that's too hot there. I don't. No, if you trade for a quarterback and you entice them, you give them what they want. Look at Brett Favre, for instance. Brett Favre did not have the New York Jets, not even remotely on his radar. Tannenbaum did everything, moved heaven and earth, and enticed him. That's the whole reason of having a GM. You have to find a way. Favre could have said, screw that. Tom Brady's in the East. There's no way I'm going to beat them. He did it. He came. That's what I'm saying. Like, we can't just cross names off and saying, like, these are old adages that I continue hearing. Same old Jets. Who wants to come here? Jets are never going to change.
Dan, keep in mind when they traded for Favre, there was a stipulation in that trade that they couldn't trade him back to the AFC North. Otherwise, they'd have to surrender 3 first-round picks. With him, it was just like Rodgers. It was the Jets or nothing, and he wanted to play football. Let's call it the way it is.
No, and also there was a circumvent part of the deal. The deal most likely behind the scenes is we can't trade you to the Vikings next year. We can't. But we know you like retiring after every year for the past 5-6 years.
Yep.
If you want to go that route, that kind of opens the door. We'll grant you your retirement, and then you could go play for the Vikings. We'll just put on a show. Are you good with this? You just have to play with us this year. And he did it. He signed, and it was good. That's what I'm saying. Like, there are possibilities. We can't, what coach wants to come here? What GM wants to come here? What guy wants to come here? The money. Honestly, Vinny, if I offer you, be real here, if I offer you $25 million to work in an office in Iraq, no tax, and I'm going to make sure that there's soldiers everywhere. Only
That's your
you.
offensive line.
Only you. No family. Just you. Just for 8 months. 8 months. 8 months. Are you taking that deal? $25 million in cash. After 8 months, you go back to your family. Everything's good. You go to Iraq? Yes or no?
Is that my only option, or do I have options?
That's it. Nobody else wants you. You take it?
That's a true gun to your head scenario. But
It literally is. Especially
listen, forgive me going off, guys. I mean, we all want the same thing at the end of the day. It's just, I got just as much as Jets crap as Dan has there in his background, probably more. But
we all want what's best for this team, dude.
But what do you guys really like? Tell me, what do you think is going to happen? But what do you expect to happen? Because what I expect, I think they're going to settle for either the third or fourth best prospect in this draft. That's what I think is. There's no way they're not going to draft someone and go into 26 with Justin Fields. It's not going to happen.
No, I agree.
Well, honestly, it's also too early to tell. It's too early to tell. Like, we haven't even gotten to like the end of the season yet. Like, we don't, like, everybody's so high on Mendoza right now. If he goes out next week against Penn State and, like, craps the bed, then what?
Ohio State.
He's still going first round. He's still going first round. I guarantee you he's still going first round.
Shedeur Sanders was supposed to be second overall.
Yeah, but that was the league blackballing him. Come on, Liam.
Yes.
It's a different scenario, right? Just like, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, it might have been Parcells that said, listen, if you don't get your QB in that draft, you keep taking one until you find one.
Yes,
honestly, if they have to settle for the second or third or fourth best prospect, and you see early indications he's not the guy, take another one in 27. I don't care.
Like, not for nothing. You got all these teams like tonight, Bo Nix, right? Nobody pegged him as a first-round talent.
Whoa.
Sean Payton saw it, picked him right up. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if the Jets are at 4 or whatever the case is, and Bo Simpson is their guy, go for it. If they're enamored with this guy,
that's why I get on Glenn. Look at Nix. He was the 4th or 5th quarterback taken in that draft, but look where he landed. He got Sean Payton. Whoever we take, they're getting Aaron Glenn.
Not just Aaron Glenn, though.
He dances.
Yeah, Tanner. They're getting Tanner Eggstrand, and they're getting a quarterback's coach who was formerly a running backs coach. The odds are already stacked against him.
Well, that's what's going to be very interesting, and you bring up a good point. What the changes to the staff is going to look like at the end of this year. My heart is saying that there's going to be no changes, but to know Aaron Glenn and what he went through, right, especially with Detroit. Dan Campbell, the first year, I think he was high on an offensive coordinator that he brought in. Everything was good. Then he got rid of him. It was like a surprise move, and he got Ben Johnson there. I think he's going to really evaluate this thing pretty deep. That's going to be an indication on how the Jets are going to be moving forward, especially in their plan. That's why, to me, if the Titans own the number 1 overall draft pick, that's a big one to me. It's going to be huge, and the Jets will be in the forefront because they have so much more assets.
And truthfully, the jury's still out on Tanner Eggstrand. Like, I was not a fan of his play calling today.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't consider him safe.
Yeah, not after I don't think it's at the point where we're ready to get rid of Eggstrand. I mean, I've gotten him so far I think it's more likely Wilkes goes before he does. Because the defense has been absolutely atrocious. Let's call it the way it is.
If some offensive mastermind, like a Brian Dable or whoever becomes available, you don't possibly.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah,
he is available. He is available technically.
You got to also convince him to come.
Would you? That's not hard to do. He already lives in Jersey. He'd be going to the same state. if Brian Dable was willing to come here as offensive coordinator, would you take it?
Yes.
Yes, immediately.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
That might be the way to go. You might need to get that offensive mastermind in the building to work with the young quarterback. He's not going anywhere, but maybe they bring him in as. I mean, look at Vrabel. He was just like an assistant coach for the Browns last year. Like you might be able to bring him in as a quarterbacks coach or whatever the situation is.
Right.
So like there's many avenues to develop a quarterback, find a quarterback. Like it's not just you need to get the first overall draft pick or you're fucked for you're screwed for the next 10 years. Like seriously, it's like
yeah, it gets on your skin. I hear you. Vinny, listen, I'm going to put you backstage, man, and I'm going to bring everybody up. I'll talk to you in a bit. All right, we're going to bring Six Rings. He's a very patient guy.
He's jumping to the background. He's ready to go.
He's ready.
Six
Mr.
Rings.
6 Rings, what's up, brother?
New England's
How's
own.
it going?
Good. New England's owned. Clam chowder.
Chowder.
What's up?
I agree with Vinny on the things he said.
Okay.
And like we talked last time, and you guys said that you guys handed Drake May to the Patriots. You hated Jaden Daniels. And you're doing the same thing, in my opinion.
Yes.
You are handing these teams like you were the top, and now you're sixth.
Yes, but there's a difference here.
But right. So is everyone just supposed to go out and lay on their back for a first-time head coach? I mean, like they're playing hard for the guy. They're winning games. Like when typically that this is a Jet game where it's sloppy, it's rainy, bad penalties, bad sacks. Like this is a game that the Jets lose. And they found a way to stay in it. They found a way to be competitive, and they won.
But Simpson or Mendoza may not fall.
No, well, that's what I was trying to bring up. This is much different than the whole Jalen Daniels debate. The Jets have assets that they can trade up.
Did he leave or did we boot him?
I think he left.
Oh.
I think his timer went off. It's like those internet cafes that you only have like 30 minutes.
Oh, he's probably at work. He does. Wait,
where he is? You got him? I got him.
I'll bring him in.
Sorry, guys, my internet just something happened.
Hey, I get that, man.
But yeah, look, Simpson, Mendoza. If you guys keep winning, they're not gonna fall to you guys.
So we're just supposed to lose.
That's what I'm saying. The Jets have assets. We could trade up and get him with the Titans.
Right, but PFF, they have Simpson as the 7th best player.
Well, Dan, then I guess, if PFF has it, then I guess, that's what it is.
They have no quarterbacks there. Peter Woods, defensive line. Reese, linebacker. Caleb Downs, safety. Ruben Bain, defensive edge. And then it goes all the way down. Jordan Tyson. Jeremiah Love. Then you have Simpson. Then you have Mendoza. So
we might be able to get him anyway then.
Right.
These guys aren't projected to be that good, I guess, according to PFF, to be a top pick.
Who are the quarterbacks?
Yeah, they're projected 7th and 8th.
So then, if anything, we could trade down, or we could just take him. We could reach on Mendoza.
Ruben, they're projecting to go number 1. They're saying he's the best player in this draft from Miami.
These projections, they don't do good. Last year they projected Kamala was going to win and did not go well. The projections.
You're right. Yeah.
These projections. But with that being said, like let's say if the Titans are high on I don't know, a defensive end, whatever the case is, and the teams that go down below them, they want quarterbacks. And the Jets are there at 5, they can still get their pass rusher at 5 when they flip with the Jets.
Yeah, they could, yeah. But I think you should get your own quarterback. I don't like Burrow. I don't like it that much.
No?
Giving up all your assets for him. I think you should get your own player,
I think the biggest thing is you got to bring in another offensive consultant for whoever that quarterback is. And not only that, these rankings are going to change a million times from now until April.
Yeah. I'm just going by what they are today.
Guys rise and guys fall. It's like predicting the stock market. Like you just don't know.
It's not looking good.
Unless you're my uncle, he knows.
Right. Yes. Your uncle. Yes. Reliable
Yes.
source. Nobody
Very
knows
much.
more than your uncle.
I
But
love that.
yeah.
Heck yeah.
No, but he's been doing it almost 25 years, so I guess he's got the
Your uncle, right?
my uncle,
Yeah. Yeah.
he's pretty good at it.
That's a
pretty good.
quarterback. That's
But what happens if you win again? And you
Then
keep
we
winning, and then you
we
keep
improve to
going up.
4-9.
But that's going to affect. So, do you want to keep winning, or do you want to?
Yes. Yes.
You do, but you
because
won't get that quarterback though.
we
They
have
have
the
some winning.
assets.
Yes,
We have
we
the assets.
can.
And if what you're saying is true, and the draft somehow goes in that order, then like we might be able to trade up or down, like we might even just land on them.
That's PFF. That's just what they're saying. For now.
So now it's not reliable.
Well, it could be. It could change. You never know.
Look,
It will
check
change.
this out. I'm gonna bring up Tankathon here. Look at the
Oh, boy.
teams that are ahead of the Jets right now. Okay, that's why I'm really not making that much of a big deal.
Right.
with,
You will get a
we-
quarterback. Yeah.
Yes, we
we
will.
can get the best quarterback. Like the Jets.
New
can-
Orleans, I think they're going to take their best quarterback.
Yes. So exactly.
And
Right here, the
Vegas,
Jets. All these except
Cleveland.
For,
I don't know what they're going to do.
yes, they need a quarterback. They shut.
I don't
think Sanders is the guy.
Vegas, they don't have a quarterback.
Arizona
Giants-
needs
The Giants have
Arizona.
Who's
Maybe.
Where? No. Arizona's behind us. I don't.
They
care
need a
about
quarterback too, though. If it keeps
that.
going,
They,
so there are
they-
teams.
They need a quarterback, but they don't have assets. They don't have what this team right here at 6. They
We got
got,
gold,
a
baby.
lot.
You
They
have
got a
assets,
lot.
yeah.
We got
A
Bitcoin.
lot.
And
They
the
got
Colts
Bitcoin.
pick, that's
We got
looking good now. The
XRP.
Colts.
XRP, that's very cheap right
Colts
now.
are falling for you guys, so you might get a top. You might get
Well,
Colts are falling.
see, I love that you brought up the Colts because it's not the Jets getting that pick. They keep losing. They can crack maybe the top 15 and whatnot. Where are they right now? The Colts. The Colts are 22. Keep losing. They can go top 15, and that pick will go to the Tennessee Titans. And alongside with probably 2 second rounders, both second rounders. Give me my quarterback. Give me a quarterback. That's what the Jets need. I don't.
That's
want,
what you need exactly.
Yeah,
We might even go trade for Jalen Hurts or
But
Oh.
I also like Ruben, defensive.
I like a hot
defensive
Ruben.
edge.
I like.
I like Rubens.
I
Ruben's
like
a
him
good
too.
one.
There's always
Yeah.
the best player
that?
available too.
So
With the-
what does your
with
uncle
the
think
Dijon
about this
mustard?
quarterback situation?
I don't know. He's not here right now.
Well, next time you talk to him, can you bring that up and get back
I don't
to us
think he
on
knows football. I'll ask him. Yeah.
that? Oh, you're talking about the stock market.
He was talking about the stock market. Yes, 25 years in the stocks. He knows how to predict it.
Well, hey, I mean, if you want to get some information on that too, I'll gladly listen.
He would. Be good to talk
So,
about
what do you
that.
think about the Patriots Giants game tomorrow? Are you scared of the Giants?
They're all injured, man.
It's true.
Jackson Dart is injured.
He's playing.
Neighbors is injured. It's okay. They're all injured.
Hebrews.
Neighbors, yeah.
Who's
Malik.
Oh, neighbors.
He's
The
injured too.
Hebrews are all injured.
Scadaboo's injured.
Wow.
Defensive
is.
edge. I don't know his name. He's injured.
But he's not
Must
too
have been
injured to
a
go. He's not
mean
too
walk
injured
out
to
of
show up to
Egypt.
Monday Night Raw, though. I'll tell you that.
No,
he
he's
could get
not, but that's
shoved.
okay. He's not there.
Yeah, Dart is starting tomorrow. I like
It's
this
okay.
kid. That's the kid the
I do
Jets should
too.
have drafted, but no, we gotta get.
Hey, he went 25, so there's
Right.
a chance.
And he's their franchise guy. What did
Right.
Drake May go at? What was he drafted
3. He went 3.
He did
You're
go
So
welcome.
pretty up there, you know.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
The air is tight, huh?
But look at 2021 with Trevor Lawrence,
But Tom
Zach
Brady,
Wilson.
199. So
Brock
there's always
Purdy,
a chance.
Mr. Irrelevant.
There's always
Oh,
a
that's
chance.
the other guy I wanted to talk about with that one. 6 rings, my man. Thank you so much for
Okay.
calling in. We'll put you backstage, all right?
I'm gonna get ready to hop off in a few.
Yeah, same here. We're gonna bring everybody back. Right here.
This is like Saturday Night Live at the end where like everybody comes out to take
Everybody.
a bow.
And yeah, we're gonna go with the white noise here. All right. What about Brock Purdy? If he's
What about him?
available, what would you
He
guys
is
trade
not
for him?
available.
It's not available.
No,
He's unavailable.
unavailable. That's it. All right, Mac Jones.
Also unavailable.
I don't want Mac Jones.
No, I don't
Don't
want
want
Mac
Mac
Jones.
Jones.
He's a product of Kyle Shanahan.
You want Mac Jones or Justin Fields?
I don't want neither of them. They both are garbage.
They're horrendous. They're horrendous. So, what do you see with the New York Jets starting quarterback next year? What do you see? A rookie starting? Do you see a veteran starting? Armand, go for it.
I think they're going to go the veteran route in free agency.
Okay.
So, who would that be? Lance?
Trey
I would
Lance.
prefer Lance. I'll scream for him.
It's a possibility.
But I'm going to say they get
Who's
Gardner
Lance?
Minshew.
Which Lance? Trey Lance?
Lance.
You'd scream for Trey Lance?
Lance
guy from
Always.
NSYNC.
Over Justin Fields. I fought for that, didn't I?
I think I would take
Don't
Justin
be
Fields.
choosy, Liam. The one cheering for victories.
So,
Yeah, Trey Lance is not going to get you those victories.
Well,
But
well,
he's a bridge, right, Liam? So you bring in a veteran quarterback on a 1-year deal. That's a bridge. Trey Lance,
Fields is a
Gardner
bridge.
Minshew. You draft a rookie quarterback next year.
this is where Armand brings up. I'm going to tie these two loose ends together because he brought up a really good point.
Not Trey
Earlier.
Lance.
He said the whole thing with Herbert, right? Possible. Now, let's say the Chargers go on a tear right now with Trey Lance. They go deep into the playoffs, and he proves to be Harbaugh's guy. Imagine that. Because remember, he inherited Alex Smith. Smith did great,
Yep.
but he was more of a Colin Kaepernick type of guy.
Oof, we're going to get
Traded
canceled
Alex
now.
Smith, right? Traded him, and it was all about a running style quarterback. He loves running style quarterbacks. Got rid of Herbert. Do you see a world, Armand, that Trey Lance just takes off right now and somehow makes it to the AFC Championship with the Chargers?
No, I don't. I don't.
No.
What
But
about
also,
Lamar
Herbert-
Jackson? Do you see any
Herbert came out
possible?
and said he expects to start next Monday, even with the procedure happening.
Oh, wow.
Do you see any situation where Lamar Jackson becomes available?
I would pray for that. Dan knows I screamed for on our
You
old
and
show.
me
Did I
both.
not? When we were
You
Over
and me
Rodgers
both,
and
man.
over
You
Carr?
and me both.
Do you think it's realistic now with the way that they're
I
playing?
think they would fire Harbaugh over trading Lamar.
What about your boy Tyson's thing with Jalen Hurts?
I think there's a better chance. I'm not against Hurts. I'll think about it, but I think there's a better chance Tanner McKee gets traded.
Let's ask the Let's Talk Jets co-host Afram.
What's your question? Whether they get? Let me put it this way: if Hurts has a problem with the head coach, who gets fired?
The head coach.
Yeah.
You really think that they would move on from
Mahomes has a fight with Andy Reid, who gets fired?
Andy Reid.
That wasn't the case. That wasn't the case with Rodgers.
I'm saying. With who?
With Rodgers.
But that built up. That built up over
Guys,
time.
that
built up over time.
That built up.
And no, Liam, he got McCarthy fired.
Yes, he
And
did.
he's
years
also
ago.
40 years old. It wasn't like he was a franchise.
You really
Yeah.
think that they? You
next
really think
5
that they would
years.
move on from Andy Reid and Sirianni?
Yes. The
Definitely with
quarterback
Sirianni,
trumps
they get rid of
everything.
Sirianni in a
The
heartbeat.
quarterback trumps everything.
Maybe. I mean, the whole thing with Andy Reid, maybe because
Easy,
you
we
know,
can't say that word.
yeah,
It's a
Kansas
family
City, they might not even make the playoffs.
Listen,
I don't think they would fire Andy Reid. I think he
happens.
would do a retirement or a resignation type of
top
thing.
free agent quarterbacks for 2026. Daniel Jones, he ain't going nowhere. Aaron Rodgers, please. Russell Wilson,
Bring him back.
Marcus Mariota, Jimmy Garoppolo. I thought he opened up his own Michelin 5-star creek.
There
He's
isn't
backing
anybody.
up with the Rams.
Carson Wentz, Kenny Pickett, Tyrod Taylor, Mitch.
We might bring
Trubisky.
him back next year.
No, maybe, and Malik Willis. That's it.
Not
That
too
is-
enticing.
No,
No. So who do you stick with? Stick with what you have.
Or you go out and you make a blockbuster trade.
With
Trey
who?
Lance. Oh,
With
that's right.
who?
Trey Lance.
Go trade for Lamar, go trade for Jalen Hurts. Go trade for Burrow. Go trade
Gardner
for
Minshew.
Herbert.
Why don't you
Tommy
just go?
DeVito.
What the hell? Just go after Kansas City and see what they want.
Why not?
Hey, you know what? Why don't we call it Buffalo? They might tell us to go to Buffalo and freeze our nuts off this winter in the snow.
Go knock on Bart Starr's grave and see if he's available.
Why don't we get Troy Aikman out of retirement? You know, he
He's
has
like,
so
no,
many concussions.
I'm okay here. I'm okay. Daniel Jones. Do you guys think
No.
he's going anywhere?
No.
No, they're going to pay him like morons, and they're going to stay mediocre and not win a Super Bowl.
Not every team could win a Super Bowl, Armand.
You need a quarterback, and he ain't it. He's
Is Arch Manning coming out?
No.
If he does, let me ask. This is a hypothetical.
Is he that good?
Based off of the name, this is how I think that's the whole thing here. Now, let me ask a question. Based off of what we know about the Mannings, if he comes out and the Tennessee Titans own the first overall draft pick, I would have to think that they would draft him.
No. I think they would stick with Cam Ward.
They would get rid of him.
I think the Saints would trade up to number 1. I think they would flip 1 and 2.
Well,
That's the grandfather's team.
it is, and I think Archie would not want to come here to the Jets.
Oh, too bad. Right? Too bad.
No, I don't
I
want
would
to
trade for Tanner McKee. Not a
he's
first
the guy on
rounder.
the Cowboys, right?
No, he's on the Eagles.
Would you trade
Joe
for
Milton
Dak?
is on the Cowboys.
Would you trade for Dak?
He ain't
How much
going
money?
Yeah, it is a lot of money.
nowhere. So John Mateer's not coming out this year, Luca?
He's a junior. He
Hey.
could realistically
Avoid chaos.
he could stay in another year. He didn't exactly play great. Who did Oklahoma play? I think it was LSU. He threw, even though they won, he threw like 3 interceptions. He doesn't seem ready. He's likely probably to come out in 27.
27.
We don't know yet who's coming out, and then anything can
Yes,
happen.
that's
You're
why
right.
we don't know how many quarterbacks. The Giants are not going to trade Jameis.
He's still on the contract. He's
Next year
perfect
they're going to
backup.
have Jameis and Dort and maybe a rookie quarterback if Shane is fired and you got a new GM and new head coach and they want to bring in a quarterback. They
I
want
think
to
a
draft their own guy.
lot of these college quarterbacks, juniors, they're going to come out this year because they see that the NFL is very top heavy with quarterback needs, especially the first 4 or 5 teams and whatnot. I wouldn't be surprised if Mateer comes out.
It depends on the NIL they get.
And
Yeah.
that's another one too. Yep, that's true. And that's crazy to get paid for this. But I just wanted to shameless plug here. 127 viewers. We got up to 135. We want to thank everyone that's watching. If you can hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel, it definitely helps our algorithm. It helps us out so much. So, just keep us in mind. We're always on Sunday nights and Thursday nights as well. And sometimes we do special shows throughout the week. We got a W, guys. That's very important.
You know what we did today, Dan?
What do we do? You know why I brought
We
this
ate
up?
a W. We're
ate
eating W's.
Six Rings always reminds me of. He has such a great voice.
Yeah, he
You sound
does.
like him? I love Six Rings. He's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
I like him. But guys,
He represents the New England fan base well.
very much. I agree with that.
I
Anyone
strive
has-
to do that for the Jet fan base.
You do that. You
You
do
do
that.
that. You got your own show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I strive to do that. And it's guys like you, Ephraim, that also
No,
strive.
it's not
you know.
me. It's
No, it
Dan.
is you.
It's all Dan.
Yes.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Dan
We're
with
gonna
his
go-
shorts about how, or the tweets how, with those
like,
Jets
I'm-
are doing this, and he has all
How
these.
how do you know that's Dan?
It ain't you. I can tell you that.
Because Liam, you're a working man.
Oh,
You wake up at
Dan's
4 in
Liam.
the morning. You wake
You
up
can't
at 4 in
fix
the
your-
morning.
You
and
can't
go to
fix your Wi-Fi, your internet.
I know. I know. I'm noticing anytime there's like any type of storm, it's like my Wi-Fi's just cooked. I got a little bit of wind and rain.
Maybe that's Aaron Glenn trying to make sure you don't open up your big mouth.
But come on,
Maybe.
we know Liam did this one.
Yeah, all me.
See the one with Woody? They did an AI where he says, "Jet fans, I know we're going to go through this, but then I'm going to raise prices," and he gives them the middle finger. You ever see that one?
No, I didn't see.
Yeah,
that.
yeah, they did that. His voice. They did that whole thing. It was like.
We might be getting a new owner soon.
I doubt it.
He's
He's on
a certain list.
Yeah, that list is so redacted. You maybe could see 3 or 4 letters of that report.
No, you never know.
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on.
And that's how we should end this.
No, not yet, not yet. Hold on. Jets Chaos says, "I look like Jubal from Jubal in the Morning radio show." Do you guys follow this Jubal guy?
I've never heard of him.
I do not.
I've never heard of this guy ever. And upon researching who this Jubal guy
Should
is,
I go in private browser to look this up?
Let's see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the neck tattoo, Dan.
Just a little taken aback here. It's a first. Normally, I get the Sylvester Stallone, like, all right, you look like that. You look like an Anthony, a Tony.
Oh, he does prank calls on Instagram. So does Dan.
You need that neck tattoo.
Well, who says I don't have it on?
Yeah,
now?
apparently he does.
Right. Wait, maybe there's other pictures of Jubal.
This is like really. This is like all of us.
Yeah, there's more. This is nice Jubal. No tattoo.
Maybe that's who we meant.
Nice Jubal. There you go, nice Jubal. Yeah, same hairline. I don't even know.
Call you Jubal now.
Jubal. All right. Yeah, I'm cool
Jubal
with Jubal.
Afterburners.
Oh my God, that guy.
That's-
Oh man, that's scary. Not nice, Jubal. Anyway, everybody, you guys.
There he is. It's
yeah.
Jubal.
No, it's Dan Ball. Dan Ball.
Dan Ball.
Anyway, thank
Dan
you, Jeremy. I appreciate that. Hop on next time, man. Yo, you free right now? Want to hop on?
That's what she
Put
said.
Jeremy on.
He's watching on Twitter, so maybe he can't.
Yeah.
Come on.
He's got a computer at all times.
Yeah. Come on now. Anyway,
Come
listen.
on.
Come on, do it. Hop on.
We haven't,
come on.
we haven't even heard from Luca. at all.
All right, he's coming on. All right, hold on.
Give Luca some time.
We're
Hi,
trying,
Luca.
but you guys keep talking over him.
Hello,
Wait.
Luca.
Hello there, everyone. Jeremy.
I am gonna get ready to hop off though, so
Yeah.
he might have to take my spot.
It won't be hard to do.
Oh,
As long as- wow.
wow.
As long as
Thank
his
you.
internet.
Alpha made me proud tonight. That's a beautiful.
Whoa.
I love you,
Congratulations.
Liam. I'm just joking.
As long as his internet works, right?
I'm in
I
good
guess?
mood.
Afram-
My team won. I'm in a good mood.
Avram taking a shot like Nick Folk making a field goal today.
Yeah.
I didn't deserve that.
No, you
Yes, you
didn't.
did.
No. But I think I beat Armand before he said it. So
All right.
Gosh. All right, stay on, man. We're gonna hit 150. We're gonna hit 150. We need you.
Now
on.
I'm staying on. Yeah.
Luca,
gotta
what
stay
you
on.
think about today's game?
Yeah, what did you think?
I'll
He's
be
very
honest.
happy.
With my very nocturnal sleep schedule, I had to sleep through the whole game because actually, if you look at the time, I have
You
to
didn't
be
miss
at work.
much.
Good
What?
choice.
You didn't miss much.
No, honestly, I didn't. But listen, as I said earlier, I get the fans that are happy with the win. You're seeing young players play well. You see the special teams unit playing very well. Liam is right. You might not be a fan of Glenn or whatever, but they are clearly playing for him, and they're young players. My concern is, people say, the NFL's a year-to-year basis, right? So this year could be like, okay, the Jets started off really rough, but then they eventually found their ground towards the end of the year, kind of like the Salah first year. But the problem is, you go back to what I just said. It's a year-to-year league. How much did 2021 mean to 2022 when the Jets blew the last 6 games of the regular season? That's my biggest fear. And it's again, it's also with the whole quarterback thing as well, because as I said, even on Twitter, on here, like if the Jets don't take a quarterback next year, they kind of have to make the playoffs, like because yes, my favorite quarterbacks right now are Mendoza and Moore. Yes, they are also going to be on the biggest stage these upcoming weeks because Mendoza's facing Ohio State. Dante Moore is going to be, in the playoffs. So obviously that's a big thing. It's not a great draft class for a quarterback. So that's it's why you're putting pressure on the top two and saying, you know what, we got to draft at least one of these guys. So next year, if you don't draft a quarterback, I think in my opinion, you have to make the playoffs because you have to get rid of the whole quarterback excuse. I mentioned it. We have a lot of cap space next year. We have a lot of draft picks next year. And, as Dan said, it's not insurmountable to trade up for a quarterback because look at the Jets. I think it was, 2018 we traded up for Darnold. We didn't have 2 first-round picks. All we traded up was like a bunch of thirds and seconds, I think it was.
No, we traded away 3 second-rounders and pick 6 to get to 3rd overall.
So luckily, you're absolutely right, Arm. So luckily we have more assets. So, but also in fairness, you have to look at the other side, playing devil's advocate, say, okay, who wants to trade with the Jets? The Giants, I think they would want to trade with the Jets. To answer your question, Armand, I texted my brother when you asked that question about Jackson Dart. My brother says that he's not a Joe Shane guy, but Joe Shane would be stupid to draft another quarterback, in Alex's opinion, at least. So,
okay.
The Titans could trade. Let me say this for the record as well. The Jets might not be the only team that wants to trade up for a quarterback because the Cardinals might be done with Kyler Murray. They might want to trade up for their quarterback. It also depends on, if this regime, the Jonathan Gannon regime gets fired, they get a new coach and say, hey, you know what? We want our quarterback. We're going to trade up to 1 or we're going to trade up to 3. So you kind of have my thing is you got to have a little bit of foresight. You got to be able to see things in the future, predict certain things.
I heard
again a lot hanging on these next couple of weeks in college football, just in terms of the playoffs. So there's a lot of variables, but at this very moment, I'm personally not happy with the win. I understand why fans are happy. I can have that objective opinion, but at the end of the day, I'll say this in my final thing. If it means something next year where the progress is real and we're actually getting actual W's and we're like in a really good spot that we're close to making the playoffs or something like that, I'll take these wins any day of the week. Because I said it in the beginning of the season. I said they'll be able to win 7, but I think they win 5. They're like 2 shy of that mark.
I mean, that would be good. I mean, if you get to 5 wins right now, we're at 3. We could easily win next week. Easily.
Yeah, I don't think anything's easy.
Well, we're wearing those rivalry jerseys next week against Miami.
Oh, we are? Oh!
Yeah.
Oh! What's up, my man? What's up, Canarsie?
Chaos has begun.
What's going on, brother?
That's the after Canarsie. How's it going, man? No, this is when you have that hat on backwards, and I've been like, you know how like Instagram just decides you, when you do shorts, it just decides what crap to send you.
Right.
Yeah. And I just kept getting these prank phone calls and they were hysterical. And it's like Jubal from Jubal in the Morning. And then they start showing them like by the microphone. And I'm looking at you and I'm like, sometimes he wears the hat on backwards. He kind of looks like that.
I do that. You and Liam have the same setup.
Yeah.
You have to like your blinds, Liam. Open it up, and it seems like you guys are like side by side. Like,
it's a little far from me. Hopefully his internet's better than mine on a rainy day.
His camera's better.
Very much. Nah, yeah.
Better looking
Liam's
too.
Good.
All right, I'm just getting all these shots. It's like,
wow. Now, believe you got thick skin. Listen, Jeremy,
Yes.
what do you think, man? What are you good? You content with today's win, or are you on pro tank?
Man, I'm so torn. I like part of me wants to like I cannot watch the Jets play and root against them.
Hmm.
I just can't do it. I
Exactly.
can't root for bad things to happen. But at the same time, I was like, I told Greenbean when we were reacting to the game, I said, right at the end when Atlanta had the ball in that last drive, I said, okay, sure enough, good things happened. Let them kick a field goal and win the game. I'm fine with that. Like, let's,
Right.
let's just lose the game. I'm good. I'm okay. But yeah, but I can't root against them. But I'll tell you, when that field goal went in, when Folk kicked that field goal, I was just kind of like, all right, like I don't know.
It did look like he made it at first.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know. I wasn't sure, but I was just like, and we literally looked at each other. I looked at Greenbean. I said, he made it, and Greenbean was like, yeah, and we were like, didn't know if we should be happy or not.
It's like it happened. It's over with the game.
Yeah.
It's rough because there are a lot of things that I want to see. There's a lot of roster spots I would love to see as like a check the box. Like, oh, we got that. We don't have to look for that. We don't have to look. A lot of guys to evaluate.
Right.
So you want them to do well because I want to know we have those spots locked in. But
Right.
none of it matters if you don't get the quarterback.
Yes, exactly. That's
Now-
my issue. That's why for me it is very easy to root against the Jets. Very. Because 9 out of 10 times I win. Like when you root against the Jets normally lose. At this point, at September, we're in it. I'm a big diehard Jet fan, no matter what. Then I see the totality of it. I'm like, look, we have so much assets. I would hate to give it away. Don't give it away in order to get to the top. But right now, if we're at 6 and we have no other choice but to move up with the Titans, we have to give that up. It is what it is. Like honestly, when the kick went in, I was like a huge F-bomb. I just threw it out there, and it wasn't Folk. I'm like, this sucks. This really sucks.
Yeah.
Because the counter argument is we're building a winning culture. Next year, no one's gonna care about 2025. Nobody. You're gonna have new employees, new people in there. Nobody's gonna give a crap. But it is good for the head coach and the coaching staff that's there, especially Banjo, Engstrand. I think Wilkes is gone. What do you think? You think Wilkes comes back?
Man, I don't know. I think it's still up in the air, like depending on how, because they're still really playing, they're still trying, they're still fighting. So if they squeeze out a few more wins or a couple more wins, and the defense keeps playing better than it had been, right? Because it has gotten better than it was. I don't know that they fire him.
Dan, Michael Clemens got a sack today. I mean, where was McDonald and JJ?
Sherwood had a
all day?
seizure.
Sherwood.
He
Not
had a seizure.
Sherwood. No, McCrary.
Luca has his hand raised.
Yes, Luca.
I haven't put in about the whole Wilkes thing. My problem with not firing him this year would be a scenario next year where, I mean, we all agree that he should be gone for the most part. But the problem is, like, next year, look what the Giants did. They kept Shane Bowen another year, fired him midseason because he was costing the team games. I don't think Wilkes, in my personal opinion, now, obviously there's spots to be filled on the defensive line and all that stuff. But to me, Wilkes is not a defensive coordinator. He's a coordinator that calls a defense. He's not a football He's not a football coach. He's a guy that coaches football. He creates no competitive advantage, in my opinion. Like, all this stuff is bland, man coverage, blitzes, sack, whatever.
You can't scheme.
What's that?
And let's be
You
honest.
can't
I mean,
scheme
like,
defensively.
Absolutely
luckily-
not. And I apologize, Liam. Armin mentioned.
No, everyone's just stomping all over me today. It's okay.
I was gonna say, Armin mentioned in one of my streams, I think it was Wink Martindale as a possible candidate to get hired here, or we could hire Jim Leonard or Jim Schwartz possibly if he gets free from Cleveland. But those are guys that actually create competitive advantages for players. Yes, the Jets defense doesn't have the most talent, but you know what? I need a defensive coordinator who can squeeze the most juice out of the lemon or the orange. That's my point.
Well, I mean, AZ Thomas does kind of look like the real deal. Obviously they trusted him enough to move on from Sauce. But let's be honest. I mean, luckily it was raining out because, like, Mooney had a few drops today. Like, there was a lot of drops on Atlanta. Otherwise we might be
Mechie.
talking about a different game.
We had a
Mechie
lot
also-
of drops too.
Yes, we did. But on a normal day, it's like that might have been a different score. So I don't know. I'm not sold
It's part
on.
of the game.
I'm not sold on him though.
Well,
I don't know. To me, it's like I could go either way on it. It's just a matter of make sure they get it right by the start of 2027. And I'm sorry to say that, but just you know what I mean. Like, I just realistically, as far as competing and like when we're really going to be able to be interesting as a team, you know, I'm in my mind saying just get it right by 2027. If you need 2026 to try to figure it out with this guy, if you need that much time to figure out that he is or isn't the guy, I could live with it either way. But you got to get it right for 2027. Like you better not stink it up, stink, and then we go into that year and they still got him.
but
You
we
know,
have to have.
How
we have to
much
have
do you
a-
think Glenn's fingerprints are on the defense, or do you think it's solely Wilkes? Do you see like Glenn maybe taking over play calling?
I don't know. I think he would. I mean, if he did, then Wilkes would be gone, right? If like Wilkes was a former head coach. I mean, he's been around forever. If you
Yeah, the
suddenly say,
respect. Yeah.
I'm going to play the call, I'm going to call the plays now. That's pretty much you're pretty much on the way out.
Right.
I wonder if they made him take somebody who had experience as part of the thing. I can't let you have a complete rookie first time coordinators besides the offensive coordinator and not have a guy with experience on the other end just to help you out as a new head coach.
But who would
Could
have
be.
told him that from Woody?
The
It's a
33rd team
possibility.
could be the 33rd team.
Yeah, it could have been that. It could have been just look. We need to have someone experienced in there, just to help you out or something. And he may have agreed to that.
But Jeremy, you said something interesting. You said as long as they figure it out by 2027. But now 2026 with Aaron Glenn, there has to be a new quarterback. Well, I don't see a world where we go in next year with like Mac Jones, bridge gap quarterback, and hoping for 2027 that everything just
No,
gets molded together.
I agree mostly because I mean I want the quarterback, man. Like that's why I'm so torn. I want the quarterback. Like
Yep.
to me, it's everything. I like putting on off another
Yeah.
year, like living through the entire 2026 and then another offseason not knowing. Like, come on, man. I want my quarterback. I agree 100%. The other problem I have with just bringing in some bad quarterback is you can't evaluate anybody.
Right.
It's so hard to evaluate what we have when you don't have competency at quarterback because they can't show if they're good or not. Because if you don't have a quarterback that can go through progressions, find them, and make the throws, how do you judge them?
And also
I'm gonna-
to piggyback on Jeremy. What if that that could piss off Garrett, and Garrett after next year requests a trade and comes out publicly and requests a trade?
Then trade him.
But that's why we need a quarterback. We need to make
That's to not piss off Garrett.
But wait.
But, yeah, I mean,
Okay,
that's
I got to interject here. This whole pissing off players, they've done nothing to contribute in wins. Sauce didn't do anything. Quinnen Williams, we gave him the contract, no wins. Garrett Wilson, I love the guy, but so far he's been a pro's pro. Brees Hall, same thing. Hopefully we do pay Brees this offseason because he merits it.
Yes, he
really
does.
He does whatever is necessary, as long as it's not breaking the bank type of thing. Just pay him what. Just do what.
Pay
you
him
have
what
to
he
do.
deserves.
and it
That's
won't
it.
be. It won't be. Running backs are cheap. These,
Yeah,
not gonna be that
exactly.
10 to
Go for
12.
it.
What is it going to be? 3 years, 33 million, something like that.
Yeah,
If you
Wow.
if you could offer a trade package with him, including Brees, to move up and get your quarterback, do you do
You
it?
have to tag him
Yes,
first,
yes.
Liam. He's a free
Well,
agent.
yes.
Yes, absolutely.
That's like the Sauce trade, right? They might not have been thinking about it, but if for some reason someone says the only way you're trading up is we want Brees Hall, you're not giving it up if your guy is there. The quarterback you want is there. You do whatever it takes.
Right.
But remember, you got to
Absolutely.
make that decision because remember before the draft because you got to make the decision on whether you're signing him or tagging him,
right.
I think it's in the
and
best
that has to
interest.
come after the combine.
But I really
Yeah.
think it would benefit a young rookie quarterback if Brees Hall is there on the
Yep.
team.
I agree.
Afram, what's up?
Some of you guys watch college football. I don't follow as much. What guys do you think should come out this year or could come out this year? You feel that would be better than what you know that's coming out this year?
Quarterback wise,
So
Yeah.
hard. Look what happened this year, man. We had like three or four guys we thought were good that just fell off the earth. So it's
look
so
at
hard.
Caleb Williams. He's turning it on.
No.
Bryce
I'm
Young.
talking about guys that are in
27.
college now that they say will stay another year.
Oh,
If
Right.
they decide to come out, would be better than what we know are coming out this coming draft.
Well, I mean, Arch has
More.
been getting better, right? He had that rough
Yep.
start, and he's been getting better, and most likely he's going to come out in 27.
Nussmeier,
Nussmeier.
Moore.
More might
I-
come out this year.
Yeah, but more
Yeah.
might come out this year. If he's top
Yeah.
10, he's coming out.
I think a lot of these quarterbacks are going to be coming out this year. Like I said
Honestly-
before, I think it's top heavy.
I
What you
was
got?
going to say, honestly, Nussmeier, I mean, I think I don't know if he's a junior or senior. I'll have to double check that. But if he's like a junior, why not stay another year, especially with Lane Kiffin? A better, offensive coach who could run a system. He
Well,
didn't play great this year, Nussmeier, because prior to last year and prior to this year's draft, like, okay, this guy's going to come out in 26. He's going to be the best of the best.
No.
Not
He
at
was-
all.
He was banged up, though. He was banged up.
But here's what I'm saying is, wouldn't it be in your best interest to come out this year knowing there's a need for you now, and
Yes.
the competition is
Right.
might be as steep as 2027, and you could be drafted higher than you would in 2027.
Yes.
And also, you don't risk another year and get hurt
Uh-huh.
in anything.
You nailed it. Exactly right. That's why I think it's going to be very top heavy. I think it's probably going to go 4 or 5 quarterbacks this year if those juniors come out.
Yeah, if you're forecasted or projected to go in the first round, specifically top 15, like Dante Moore, you have to come out. You can't look at Drew Aller. Look what happened to Drew Aller.
Oh.
Like, you got to come out. You come out, man. If you're gonna go top 10, it's a no-brainer.
But if he's going to make more NIL money after this year, that could convince him to stay in college.
Top 10 pick though is $40 million.
NIL money changes everything.
NIL money goes beyond 40 million?
No.
I don't think so.
So
No.
you're talking about $40 million guaranteed if you're top 10 pick in the NFL.
Yeah.
Right.
The NIL
Right.
has nothing compared to that. No, not
There's
at
other
all.
ways he can get money behind closed doors.
Regardless, you signed
Well,
for
yeah,
you're
that's what
signed
she-
for
that's what
5
she
4
said.
years,
This is a family show.
guaranteed.
There's many ways how to pay for college tuition.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm just curious, did everyone forget Drew Aller is alive? Because
I love the guy.
he had a few bad games, but
Yep.
we've seen even the guys everyone's talking about now have some bad games. And I don't understand. Like, he's like out of everybody's mind completely.
Jeremy,
Say third round, fourth round, if he's there, you're not taking him?
come February, all of a sudden, a lot of these guys are going to be, oh, he's a great quarterback. He's this guy,
Yes.
this guy, this guy, this guy. Right now, we only see one guy we know that's going to come out for sure. Is
Well,
Mendoza.
Drew Aller, the senior, he has to come out, right?
Exactly.
I was going to say varied. It could change. I'm not a Drew. I was once a Drew Aller guy. I was like, you know what? It was like the first round of the playoffs last year. Like Penn State, I think, beat up on like Boise State. I think it was. Tyler Warren was going off. Once I saw Drew Aller play Notre Dame in the big game, which ironically I'm a fan of Notre Dame, I was like, he made a lot of risque throws. He cost the team the game. Then there were some games this year, which includes Oregon, which was big competition. Like, it's one thing you struggle against a small team, like when the lights aren't as bright. Yes, not every guy's gonna have a perfect game. Like Mendoza struggled this week somewhat against Purdue. Ty Simpson didn't play well against Auburn, but I think the big indicator, in my personal opinion, is going to be the big games as well. Now, that guaranteed, that's not always the case, because you look at a guy like Jackson Dart. He was widely criticized for collapses in the fourth quarter last year. What's he doing with the Giants? He's playing his butt off.
It's still collapsing in the fourth quarter.
It ain't his fault, but true. You're right, but it's all variable. But as of right now,
And you also have to remember, there's 32 teams, right? So once you get out of the first round, you start going through that second round, and the value of those picks go down. And you got a guy who has put on film some of the stuff Aller has put on film, right? Because there's some things that cannot be denied. The guy has a cannon. Right. He's made some. He could throw everywhere on the football field.
Is he a big kid?
Yes.
He's
like
big and
6'5".
tough. He's like Josh Allen tough.
He's just like 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, he's a big
6'5".
guy.
He's
Big
also
guy.
East Coast quarterback, so he's not going to have a problem playing in the snow.
Right.
No.
Right. He's physical. He could run. He's got a great arm. He could throw anywhere from the pocket. His problem is consistency. He can't. He makes the easy things look hard sometimes. Like that was the problem. Bad decision making at the end of games, inconsistent. But some of the things he puts on film is incredible. I mean, he just throws. And Josh Allen had a 57% completion rate in college at Wyoming. He needed a lot of work. He had a lot of work to do still, but he was big, strong, physical runner with a cannon of an arm, and they said,
He has the tools.
Using that arm at the combine helped Allen. The combine could help out Allar if he's healthy enough to throw the ball.
Exactly, because that was a nasty broken left ankle. So that happened October 11th. So surgery went well, but again, it's day to day. They don't know if he's going to be ready for the combine. Nobody knows.
Well, he could still go there and not throw. He could just do a lot of interviews and talk about the injury and everything and where he's progressing.
Yes, you're right.
It's hard to get people excited, though.
But with that being said, he goes from a first-round talent possibly to a fifth. And if he's there fourth, fifth, the Jets have to take a chance on the guy.
Even if you already picked a quarterback, take him as an extra one, just to have in the room. Who knows?
Absolutely.
That's what Cleveland
did that. With Heath Schuler and Gus Farrat, and then they did it with
RG3 and Kirk Cousins.
Washington got Kirk Cousins that way.
Yep. Yeah, don't stop. Exactly right. But with that being said, listen, Jeremy, thank you so much, man, for hopping on with us. We're going to wrap this up here.
Thank you, man.
Avram, Luca, Armand, everyone watching right now, we're up to like 160 viewers. If you can, please hit that subscribe button. It means so much to us. With that being said, we will see you on Thursday night. Go Jets, everybody. Have a good night.
Quarterback, Ken O'Brien of California Davis. Just 14 that first time, now going long. They got a wide open man, and he makes the catch. It's Braylon Edwards taking off. Braylon Edwards will take it home for the touchdown. 80.
First down in San Diego territory at the 47-yard line. Big draw. And Pennington going for 6. Deep down the field, and it's caught by Santana Moss.